We ready? I think.
Sure.
E.
Nice. So last time we were here, the group met a tree man who tried to tag along with them, but was kind of rebuked, went to go get a reading, was unable to get the reading on his own. So he went on a little misadventure of his own, while the rest of the group tried to decide if they should befriend the tree man or not and allow him to hang out with him. Eventually, they decided to help the tree man with a ritual that needed to be done at Astral Secrets, even though the tree man did not give any of helpful descriptions on why they should help him with that. And they successfully were able to locate a pearl in a cave through a vision, directed by a friend of Zarin who runs the shop named Isolde. And that's where we left off.
But yes, as I was saying,
Not that.
there are a few ferries that go down to the shore. That this time of year it is only like one or two a day, but we can barter for passage if you don't mind smelling like fish at the end of the day.
I've smelled like worse.
I do not have what they call old factory senses. So, I suppose it won't matter.
I've
But,
also smelt worse.
Oh, good. Then I suggest that we take care of anything we need. I can go and see what time the next ferry would be leaving, and we can make our way. Keep the boots on the ground, as it were.
Agreed.
Sure.
Indeed.
So yeah. Why don't let us? Do we need to go to the quiver before we go? Anyone? Rufio?
I mean, there would be, like, if you want to give a report on what happened on your mission, like, that should be done at some point.
Yeah.
It's up to
should
you
I?
whether or not that happens now. Technically,
For
they
your-
wouldn't, like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. For your logistics, should we do that now or next session?
You can do that next session.
Okay.
Or,
Then,
whenever the next time it's available.
Then
In
yes.
case you guys want to move to different places.
Let us all. I'll go and check at the docks, and we can meet at the food market. Get some lunch, and then head out, depending on the time of day of the ferry. Yes.
Good.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a plan.
In the meantime, I would visit the shops and pick up anything that you need. We have a little coin now, and we'll see from there. Yes. Hey,
Yep.
I know that guy.
I know
Yeah.
that
So yeah, I will. It's paused, by the way.
guy. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I will move to the docks, and I'll
Yeah,
go.
let me know if there's any items you want to buy, and I'll just add them to your sheets.
Yeah. I did the one spell that I was doing right now, Rufio.
What?
The chromatic orb I did earlier today.
Uh-huh. Okay. Did
and
you
I
do that?
deducted the
Because usually, I assume that you would.
do what?
Did you, like, already add it and everything? I
Yeah,
assume
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
would have done that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then I deducted the gold for the component, the spell scroll, and the scribing cost.
Cool.
So, little time fuckery, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
Yeah, if anyone else has any things they would like to do in the city, personal or shopping or otherwise, now would be the time to do that while Zarin is at the docks.
I don't have money, so it doesn't matter.
I think I'm good.
I have something I would like to do, but I need a second. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Fiona, come on, man. I'm trying to read that screen.
No reading allowed.
I mean,
Screen is not more important than kitty cat.
that's what they tried to tell me in high school, in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
screens
right
are not as
there.
important as kitty cats.
No, that reading.
Was
We're
not
not allowed
important as
to.
kitty cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there I was, like, first grade reading Hannibal, you know?
Uh-huh.
They really stopped me. Hey, so when you if you have brutality under the
Yeah.
feats, what does
Yes.
it increase a D12 to? Is it it's not 2D12, is it?
Did you read the feat description?
Or it doesn't say anything about a D12 at all. Other than you
D12
can up
goes
a
to 1d12 plus 1.
maybe it's a different one I'm looking at because I
No,
see
no.
a
The description
2D10
does
plus
have
1,
d12,
so
but
yeah.
it's the cap of it. But a
Um,
d12 would go to 1d12 plus 1
okay. All right.
because it's
I
all
get
of
that makes
them
sense if
are
I'm looking at
a
the very end. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
All of them are a 1 damage on average increase.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
I
are
mean, yeah,
an average
one in
one
flat
increase.
damage is actually really good. So,
Yeah. You
as
do
far
make
as
lots of attacks over the course of a game.
uh,
But do those damages mean anything on different mobs in different fights? Doing one extra is another way to look at it.
I mean, the brutality is much better on something that rolls a lot of dice
Yeah.
or has
Uh-huh.
like an ability like sneak attack is really good on. Just because
Which
you
is
get
lots of
multiple.
dice.
Well, yeah, you just get multiple uses out of it.
Uh,
Okay. Um, I do want to get charcoal, some nice incense, and herbs,
sure thing.
as well as a component pouch.
Of course.
Um, but I guess a couple things of the charcoal, incense, and herbs for. So I'm looking at the find familiar.
Uh-huh.
So that way, if anything happens to Ollie, I can bring him back.
I see. Sure thing.
Yeah, because it's like 10 gold a pop, right?
Yes, 10 gold
Yeah.
worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs must be consumed by fire.
Okay.
In a brass brazier? Do I guess I need one of those?
Not
Brazier?
specifically. That would be in part of the component pouch.
Okay.
Yeah, unless it has a gold cost that is
Uh-huh.
like listed, it is assumed to be part of a component pouch.
Okay, then yeah.
Which seems weird for a brass brazier. Maybe it's much
You-
smaller than I'm thinking.
Did you burn yourself? Oh, is that your tattoo?
No, I am trying to bring my blood pressure down right now.
Okay.
So,
How
I'm putting it on
many?
my wrist. We'll say 3
Okay.
sets, I guess. So 30 gold in total,
Sure.
plus whatever the component component
Is
pouch costs.
25 for the component
Okay.
pouch. Yeah.
No, the tattoo's fine. It's healed at this point.
Okay.
I don't know how
Well,
to
you
fucking
had
show you guys.
something on your arm, so that's what I
Yeah,
was
no.
assuming.
No, I'm
Like that's a fair guess.
No, you're right. It is a fair guess. And then
What armor are you wearing?
Hmm.
I believe I just leather. I'm looking. I have to have something because my I just have leather armor.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely get studded leather.
I'll get some studded leather armor then too.
Is there a different place to look for like gear instead of just items in the importer that I'm not thinking of?
Press Control Space, bro.
Control space.
Then
Where
type
should I
what you
press
want.
control space? Oh,
Just
right.
anywhere.
You can just do that in Omni Search. My bad.
Yeah, and then scroll down until you see where it's pulling from, and it says like SRD Compendium or something like that.
Uh huh.
But yeah, just make sure it's not like a macro or something. It should say items SRD D&D 5e underneath like the item name.
It says metal reagent crafting reagents.
What are you looking for?
Charcoal. I guess I'm. What should I do for the charcoal, incense, and herbs? Because it's not a real like thing.
Yeah, just do.
I can just make a. It can be anything.
I mean,
and
there's
it's just
block of
3
incense. Just use
Yeah,
block of
that'll work.
incense.
That works. Yeah.
And however much that's 1 gold is and just get 30 gold of it.
Block of incense. Whatever. Control B. Right, or control space, I mean. Alright, S items SRD. Yeah, what the fuck? I should just be able to see that then.
Yeah, did that come up if you search block of?
No. And like all I should need is have selected is 5e tools to find that.
No. What are you in the Omni search?
Items. No.
Do it in
Or,
Omni
okay.
search.
Go in Omni. How do I get it from the Omni search? I guess is what I'm
Just
confused
drag
about.
it from the thing onto her
see.
sheet.
I see. It's so much. I see. It's easier than I expected to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't got to do like a big like import thing for something that's just keeping track of Ollie's 3 lives. 4. Well, he's on his first, and he's got 3 more.
$30 blocks of incense, so 10 each time.
Yep.
Cool.
And you can do the same thing for studded leather, and then Cher can remove 75 gold from her inventory.
How much does studded leather cost?
Should be 45, right?
I already removed the rest from her money, so it only needs to be the studded leather cost removed.
Yeah.
And it's 45.
Yeah. Can you just do that? Yep. Cool. Got it.
Oh, never mind then.
So nice that you can just type minus 45 in there.
Yep.
And then after getting that, I mean, yay, my AC went up by 1. I want to go to my aunt and uncle's.
Sure thing. My maps went away. There we go. Your aunt and uncle live over.
We'd said over in the
Yeah.
over in that area. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not in like the super rich part, but definitely the nicer part.
Uh-huh.
Ophelia's coming with.
I see.
I don't know if that's the best, Ophelia.
I'll just stay back, like, over here. And she's just following, like, a foot behind, like...
Like, trying to make it
Yeah.
seem like she's not following, but is definitely following.
No, I think she's
I-
making it obvious, but that's as much space as she's gonna give you. Just enough to be out of your bubble. Girl, I'm right here.
Treeman, what are you doing? John's Treeman.
Really? We're just shopping right now. Is that what we're doing?
And waiting
just
for
shopping?
Zarin.
Yeah, waiting for Zarin, who
Is there
will
like a
find out the next ferry is at 4 p.m.
cemetery somewhere?
Yeah, outside the city,
Where's it at?
northwest, where it says cemetery.
Oh, there we go. That's the last place I hadn't looked yet. I'm gonna go hang out at the cemetery.
Cemetery. Okay.
Kind of root myself there, hang out.
For sure.
I let them know where I'll be.
Okie dokie. And as everyone takes off in their directions, Seraphina finds herself in front of a quite lovely brick and wood home covered in flowers and vines that belongs to her aunt and uncle with names that Seraphina knows.
That Seraphina needs to double check real quick. Don't ask me what to open it with. Just fucking open it with something.
Wait, I didn't need to go with them for some specific thing, though, did I?
No,
Okay, good. I didn't think so. I was
totally.
just making sure there wasn't something that I
Totally
just like
choice
missed.
related.
Okay.
Also, yeah. It's the second Zarin walks away, she runs to do the
She runs
the
off.
hard thing. Yeah.
No, I actually wanted Zarin to be with me for it, but I don't have any other time.
Do you want Oku to be there with you?
No.
You don't even know what he's like. And
I
mean,
think
I
it
didn't-
just says her aunt
I
and uncle
legitimately
in
didn't
the
think you were
backstory.
gonna do this right now, but you're good.
I used to say aunt.
Okay, so fun fact. They don't have names.
Yeah, I didn't think so actually.
who are they?
My
They're
aunt
her-
and uncle, I never gave them
Aunt and
names.
uncle, what do they look like? Do you have an idea? Like
They're
I can
they're
show you
both
what they look
elves.
like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
let's
they're
do-
both elves.
Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, he looks so good. Hold
I
on,
think
that
he
is like
should-
perfect.
He looks like a Renard or something. Not a Bernard, like a Renard.
There's already a Renard in this story.
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Connected to me, so that's funny. But yeah, there's already a Renard. Hang on one second, because I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's slightly easier to get the AI generators to make men a little bit older than to make women a little older.
Well, no, you go from 18 to 75.
To being
there's no in
quite old.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
You just put in the exact body measurements you want, and you're
I
fine.
think you're on a different kind of generator.
I mean, like, if you're like me, then obviously those measurements they run 24/73.
2473, right? Yep. Those are my
24/73,
measurements too.
24, good old 24/73. That's length and girth, respectively. Will not tell you what the numbers are, though.
My sad
Arthur and
soundtrack is
Giovanni.
What is it?
What was that?
Arthur and Giovanni.
Arthur.
Giovanni. You know, that's funny. I was thinking something. I just couldn't like nail down something. Jezebel didn't really. Too young for that.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Yeah, as you are walking up to their house and you see it here and all that it represents in your memory.
Does there, without knocking, like staying a couple of feet back, and my hood is up, by the way. Does it look like anybody's home?
Yeah, roll a perception.
What to look for dice? Like I've rolled actual fucking dice this entire time.
Yeah, as you get like a little peek through the window, like standing up on the bench outside, you uh you see your like aunt sort of walking around inside. You also see a little girl playing with some toys.
I'm not naming my cousin.
Don't worry, she has a name.
What is it?
Her name is Evelina.
Evelina. Okay, that actually works. But I don't see Arthur.
No.
Are you gonna knock on
But
the
as you're sort of
door?
like sitting there and waiting, you do like eventually hear a male voice from like further in the house and see your aunt like listen to it and respond and walk off, but you can't quite make out what was said.
Trying to find the courage to knock on the door, Ophelia.
I can do it.
I
can do it. If you want me, I can do it.
It hasn't changed.
So you want me to do it, or you need a second? Whatever you need.
I need a second.
Okay. I'm not really great at the support thing when it comes to like life events, you know?
You were born out of a flower, right? So you don't have parents, you don't have family relations.
I have my friends, you know, my death buddies, but not like anybody I'm related to.
Family's hard. I don't understand it.
Neither do I if it makes you feel any better.
In an odd sort of way, it does. Didn't. I don't know if I can do this.
We can back it up if you need to. We can just go find Zarin and the our little tree friend. Not little, obviously, but you know.
Friend is also a loose term here, too.
We're all loosey-goosey here.
Ain't that the truth? I knock on the door.
You go and knock on the door, and after a couple seconds, you hear footsteps coming toward it.
While I'm waiting for them to open the door, like I pull my hood down, but like I try to fix my hair to kind of hide my ears.
Okay.
And I just try to make myself look more presentable, but like also there's a sense of like trying to make myself more presentable, but also hiding who I am.
Sure.
Ophelia's for sure gonna look at you weird.
Now I think I may. 1 second. Are these the elves or the humans?
They're elf.
Okay, that's what I thought. But for some reason, I started doubting myself and got very worried all of a sudden.
I don't know my human side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And after a few minutes, they come to the door together, opening it. Yes. What is it? Are you collecting for some kind of charity or something?
That's certainly a new one. It's only been a couple of months since you saw me last, but I didn't really think that you would forget me that easily.
Ah, yes, Serafina. Sorry, I was just so surprised to see you again.
Honestly, I'm surprised I'm here too. You doing well?
Seems pretty easy to tell, isn't it?
Right. And you say it was Evangeline? Was the dog?
Evelina.
Evelina. And Evelina, she's doing good.
Oh, Giovanni pipes up. She goes, "Oh, yes, a wonderful and bright little girl, though a bit rambunctious."
So it's not just. Never mind. Have you heard from him?
Your father, do you really want to go down this route? Don't you think he would have found a way to contact you after all these years if he wanted you to find him?
Well, that's just the kicker, isn't it? Because I was a bit difficult to find, being in a different plane and all, as we've discussed. So maybe it's a bit difficult for him to find me. So that's why I'm asking to maybe make his finding and my finding of him easier.
But it's not really a question, I'm saying, of how easy it is for you to find him. I'm asking you, why do you believe that he wants you to?
Because getting. You know what? You don't deserve that answer. You treated me like shit. Every time you left me here to go off and try to make my life better, try to make our life better. And maybe he doesn't want me, but I want to hear that from his lips, not yours.
Roll a persuasion with advantage for your RPing.
What do I hold?
A.
A.
Or not A, alt, sorry.
Alt?
The A is the letter that connects the
Yeah.
ideas, so that's what I said. A is alt. Yeah, hold alt.
Hey.
Fucking nat 20?
Hey.
He sees this look on your face, and you're pleading, and you talk to you, and you sort of come. He was in the city for about a day or two while you were gone recently.
He was?
Yes, he had to make a delivery and didn't have much time to stick around.
Do you know where he was going next?
I don't know where he was going next, but
Did he leave anything for me?
I see.
Did he ask about
I don't
me?
believe so.
Did he mention me at all?
He kind of like smiles when he said that he did mention you, but you won't like the answer.
I can handle it.
He made it very clear to me that should I see you again, that I try to explain to you that it's best for everyone. He made it, and he got quite bombastic here. He said the whole world. Best for the whole world, if you can believe it.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight.
Hey.
They're nat 20. Yeah, so as you're listening, the frustrating thing is you think the words he's using have truth to them, but you can tell that the tone is completely wrong.
It's his truth, not my father's truth.
Yeah, there's a sense that that if you heard your father saying this, it would sound very different, and like there might be a reason behind these words that he's not giving you.
Mm-hmm. And you have no idea where he was going next. He was just in town for a few days.
He, let's see, he was delivering something over in Greeley. I think the Swift Quivers. If you can find a way in there, I'm sure that you're quick enough. Maybe you can ask them some questions.
Oh wow, giving me a compliment. That's a first.
Well, I've never doubted your ability to sneak past people.
Learned it from staying here.
And we learned to install better security systems.
Damn. Ophelia says under her breath. Like, damn, this family stuff is intense. Wow. No wonder she's confused.
Well, I thank you for your time.
Yes, do try to avoid this area unless you absolutely must. We'd rather not, Evelina, take
Don't
from
want to
you
ruffian.
your
Don't anyone
trade.
a ruffian on darkening your doorstep.
Of course not. You understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm just nothing but a half breed.
Can I see
And a criminal. Not all half-breeds turn to crime. But,
No, but you never liked me for being a half breed either.
well...
Just never win in your book. Go ahead,
Can-
Rachel.
Can Ophelia see the little girl, like, in the window?
Yes.
I want to...
She appears to be playing with, like, two dolls and, like, doing, like, a little story and, like, shouting and, like, stuff and, like, playing with them together.
As soon as I hear anything about, like, anything they're saying bad about Seraphina, I start knocking on the window and just making the stupidest little faces, trying to, like, rile her up.
Roll a
Oh.
performance, or let's see if you have another check that you think would make sense there.
Oh. Performance it is. Not good.
Not great. She kind of sees you and like is looking at you and can't really see your face because of how little you are, and just sort of like sees this little fairy like squirming against the glass, and it's like, a fairy, and like runs up to the window like really quickly, like to look at you.
I'm absolutely just feeding into whatever I
Yeah.
can try and make this chaos into.
Yeah, you actually see her quickly like look at you and then like look to the door and like run.
Oh Lord,
And
she's
she runs
coming.
outside. Mommy, Daddy, there's a fairy! And she starts running around looking for you over by the window.
Gonna hang out in the bushes, like pop out every now and then. Just absolutely make this miserable. I am winding up this child on purpose.
I send Ollie over to fly around.
Oh, she's having the time of her life. She's probably Like, has she met Ollie before? Probably.
Mm,
Like, if you've been here, I don't
probably,
know. Yeah.
probably not. I
Yeah.
probably have. I would imagine that I've probably only interacted with her once or twice.
Uh-huh.
So she might have seen Ollie if he was with me, but
Yeah.
because
Wow.
no, it would have really only been. Sorry, it would have only been once because she would have been
Right.
born while I was in the Feywild.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I've only
Yeah,
and I've
she's
only
like
bothered
7
them
or
once
8, it
since
looks
then.
like.
Yeah.
And this is a Tressym. Oh my gosh. I've only seen one of these at school.
Her education's going well.
Yes, as we said, she's quite bright. She goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna learn spells and go on adventures." And you see her
Yeah.
parents just both like sort of like cover their heads and look annoyed by that.
As she says that, what can I do? I'm going to crouch down to her level and um I'm going to just kind of like pull my hands apart
Uh-huh.
and make my mage hand visible for a moment
Yeah.
and have it just then like bring it up and wave and then go and pick one of the flowers that's in their garden and stick it in her hair. Like that.
Wow. Are you an adventurer?
I am.
Oh, that's so cool. I like Mommy and Daddy are like the only people I know who don't like adventurers. Everyone else in the city likes adventurers.
I know. My parents are a little weird.
They're so boring. And like, Evelina, come here. Stop bothering your cousin. And she just sort of grumbles. It's like, "You- uh, you should come. You should come by again with your fairy friend." And they scold her some more and send her inside. Is there
I'll take
anything
my
else
leave.
you need? Of good.
No.
And we'd like it if you did not come and bother our daughter again.
How are you so different from your brother?
Well, I guess for the same reasons that I have this house and a stable life where I don't go missing for years at a time.
Wow. I say from
Then
the
I
bushes.
didn't marry a human woman who left immediately after giving birth.
Audacity is
There's a reason for
children.
things, in order. You'll understand it someday. And he turns
Let me
to
know if you ever remove that stick out of your ass. And Seraphina walks off.
and he goes inside. The joke answers him being like, "It's mahogany." Yeah, Zarin, you find out it'll be in about 2 hours. You don't know where to return to find your group though, because they've gone off on personal things.
Well, I
Guess you know the
explicitly,
trees in the graveyard.
said to meet at the food market after you were done with your errands, and so that is where I'm going to go because that is where I explicitly said to meet.
Oki
I was very
told,
clear.
Ophelia that he was going to the graveyard.
Cemetery.
What's
Yeah.
cemetery?
So are you staying there? Or are you not meeting up with us?
He doesn't know to, I guess.
No, I explicitly said to meet at the food market. What is?
All right.
Do I speak into wind and it goes and
He'll come
blows to
for
the
sure.
sea?
Zarin, there's fish of all kinds, different meats. You know, the food market offers a wide variety of things.
Seraphina
Yeah.
has her hood up again.
Oku's
Yeah.
just kind of walking around the area a little bit.
Oku, I don't know what trees eat. Is it just sunlight? Yep.
Yes.
Real quick
It's-
before we get too far, sorry.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, it was at the Swift Quiver is where my father was?
Yes.
Okay. The Greeley at the Swift Quiver?
Greeley
Yeah,
Estates
the
is the
Swift
area.
Quiver. Yeah, the
Greeley
Swift
Estates was
Quiver
the
family's
okay.
manor in the Greeley Estates, which
Okay.
is down in the super fancy gated area.
Cool, break in. Let's go. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had that written down correctly.
That would be funny though, to break in just to ask some like very serious personal questions.
3 a.m. Just standing over them, breathing.
What did he bring you?
Where was he going? Where is she?
Bring to me! I'm so tired. Couldn't we have just done this some other time?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you all happen upon each other in the food market.
Serafina, your new armor, it looks good. It suits you.
Well, thanks.
And did everyone get any supplies? We don't need much supplies, but anything that they were missing, it's always good to spend some coin once you have it.
This coin I have very little of.
It is
But-
good that you don't
That
need
sounds
much.
like a
then.
you a problem.
Oh, I was simply making a statement.
Well, regardless, we have I think an hour or two before we must return to the docks to make the ferry. So we can take a moment here, eat some food, and then we can make our way.
Dun, dun.
Make him a
Then once we arrive down towards the coast, we can make and find this cave near lighthouse, I believe. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we can see from there.
This lighthouse. Is it near?
It
an
is near the
ocean?
sea. Yes. Yes, that is the purpose of a lighthouse.
I looked
do
that
know
up just to make
this.
sure I didn't make that mistake.
What lighthouse?
No,
It's a
I'm
water-based
joking.
something, so I get
I was
it.
gonna
Yeah, it's water based.
Just say,
That I don't
do you
understand
not do you
water-based
not know
things.
the purpose of a lighthouse?
I do know what lighthouses are for, but I have never been to the sea.
It is much the same as the river or a lake. It is just bigger and more salt, but
I have never seen much in size for a river. It seems like it's an even more vast forest that just goes down.
There's supposedly a
the-
lot hidden down there.
And is there? How does it
Yeah.
survive?
Well, like it lives differently than we do.
I didn't mean to actually activate this, but just for reference, the biggest lake John's been to is indeed the one right here that the city is on, which is Serpent Head Lake.
Did you make that up, or did I just
No,
guess?
that's just the biggest lake in the area, so it has to have been the biggest lake that you've seen.
I mean,
totally
also that
made
map
this
doesn't
whole
have a lot of
little-
lakes, anyways.
It
so-
doesn't. No.
I totally made this whole little bit up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No, there's no big lakes at the base of the mountains where you're from.
But
I
regardless, we will
just feel a
see when
little
we get there.
intimidated.
I mean, unless you plan on walking into the surf and not stopping, and there is nothing to be afraid of.
Well, let us go then.
Well, we can't go just yet. We have to wait.
I
Does anybody else have anything they need to do?
No.
I-
Well, I know, Serafina, you had mentioned that you wanted to go and see your aunt and uncle and that you might want some support. So I wanted you to know that I am very willing to do as much or as little as you need me to. I know this is a very difficult thing for you, and so I just want you to know that you have my full support that you need. And I mean, unless that will take more than like an hour or so. I don't know
No,
how much
probably will only
conversation.
take like 5 minutes.
Oh, well, then we would have time to do that if you wished.
Would you like some help? I can assist by, I believe, doing what they call throwing shade.
My aunt and uncle are pretty good at doing that on their own.
Hmm.
I appreciate the offers, Aaron. I went and saw them already.
You already went and saw them.
Yes, Aaron.
Oh, well, I mean, not that I had any say in whether you did that or not, but I wish you would have told me. At the very least, so I can send good thoughts your way. How did it go? What did
About
they
as
say?
well as
Yes, we knew it was
all
going
their
to be
same.
their assholes, so it's not you can't let that hurt you anymore. What is that to what can they possibly say that can hurt that can mean it that much coming from someone like that?
Their words are to be believed, but I don't believe them. But if they are to be believed, if there's any ounce of truth in them, it's that my father doesn't want to see me.
That is the words that they said.
No, the words that they said was that my father said that it would be best for everyone, nay, best for the whole of the world to not, for me to not find him.
Well, that is not even close to what you said before. That does not mean that he does not want to see you. Those are two different statements.
I learned today, Zarin, that family is very confusing.
It can be. But
I have no idea what happened there. It was a lot. But she did great. Honestly, we should be very proud of Serafina.
the city still stands, so
Exactly.
that is a benefit at least. But we will circle back to this, Serafina, after perhaps we do this task today. But it does not. That does not. The words you said there do not speak to me like he does not want to see you. It speaks to me, and perhaps this is my naivete to the situation, but it sounds to me like he is trying to protect you from something, whatever it is that he is involved with.
I find it hard to believe that my father would say those words at all about me.
If he thought it would save you, then maybe he would.
No, they sound more like words from my dear, dear uncle, who can't stand the fact that his brother decided to lay down with a species that he deems less than.
Like I said, if there is truth there, And I find it hard to believe that it is an entire fabrication. We will investigate, and we will find the truth of it. Yes.
Yeah.
But this is a task for another day. For today, there is some other unknowable, unspeakable ancient evil that has awoken and needs our attention. Apparently. So,
Apparently.
here, eat your fish. I know. It was cheap. Do you want something else?
I'd take an apple.
I'm
Oh,
going to
I
get some
might,
fruit.
digging around in his head.
You're not an apple tree.
Yes, but I do like to keep them there. Sometimes a squirrel, gets hungry.
Right. So yeah, we'll waste, an hour or whatever and make our way down
Yep.
to the docks.
Yeah, you make your way down to the docks, and you find yourself on a ferry heading down to the coast.
Can we take a short rest while we're traveling?
Yeah, sure.
You got a prompt for that?
Oh, I didn't add the people.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a prompt? Like, is there an even easier way to do it?
No, I'm pretty sure I have it set up so that it won't let us short rest.
I see.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Did that work?
Yep.
Cool.
Bitch. She still has my necklace. Damn it.
No, I gave it back to you.
No,
Yeah.
I refused it. I let you keep it.
No, I gave it back to you one more time and you took
Okay,
it that
fine.
time.
You're right.
Yeah, it was very cute.
It's not a. It's I don't. I didn't have it equipped on my character sheet.
Sounds like a fucking personal problem, bro.
Shush. So that means
He's
I
still
heal.
ready to start razzing you two about being cute if you're cute in a shop again.
Okay. I need to heal 5, 6, 7, 8 more, so that'll put me at max. For the amulet, because it maxes double
Nice.
the number of hit points. Or no, it doubles it. Sorry.
So it's better.
Yeah. Well, kind of. So 6, so 12.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Did it
depends.
not?
Right.
Did I not roll? What the fuck?
Did it not
said to-
pop?
I said to roll, but it didn't roll for me.
Did you hit
can just
auto roll?
the-
Yeah, I didn't use any of my hit dice.
Yeah.
What is it? It's a D6 for rogues?
Plus con.
Plus con?
Oh,
the fuck is my
Rufio, can I have purchased a handful of potions of healing somewhere?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Easy.
Oh, same.
Yes, you can both have purchased potions. Here, let me pull out the working ones onto the map.
Yeah.
Use these
I'll do.
potions, just normal ones.
How many
Or what?
are available?
It's an adventuring city, and you would also be able to buy potions through the
Yeah. That's
guild,
fine.
so you can get as many as you need, honestly.
all right. I mean, I take 3.
Okay.
Same.
Cool. Here, 6.
Okay, I rolled a D6 and
There, if you want to take these. Actually, I do need a second now. Sorry.
And Serafina, the other 3 are yours.
how do I pick them up?
Just double click on it.
There we go.
Yeah.
It wasn't working at first.
I think it's because I was clicking on it.
That's fair. Oh. I need to send the picture that I took. No, I did not mean to send that to just Rachel. I meant to send that in the Discord, but I opened up Messenger.
I accept it.
That is why I made that face, though, during my bit with Rufio.
My nephew must be the lover boy.
Because I heard him fucking around behind me.
I just love him so much.
Fucking around.
He's just a love muffin, is the thing.
He was getting so much love from my mom and Kalina earlier. My mom spoils her fur grandbabies a ridiculous amount. I fear for the day that she has human grandbabies to spoil.
Alrighty. So, there is a sailor at the front of the boat. His name is Smorn. He would have welcomed you onto the ferry. Told you about how they're going down to the coast. And if you wanted a trip back in the night, you'd have to come back with fish because those are the only ships coming back this way later. And Klain, here at the back of the boat, though near there, is like, "Excuse me, sir. You're dressed pretty fancy for taking this ferry this kind of day. What you doing down this direction?"
To be clear, I'm wearing like scale mail armor, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be very fancy.
Yeah.
To these fishermen, yeah.
You going? There's some sort of monster down there we should know about?
No, just the first leg of a journey is all.
Oh,
We're adventurers. We're looking for adventure.
So you're just hoping to find some?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's good. I don't want to go like because if you're gonna be like, oh yeah, there's a giant squid eating people down there, I would just be like, well, I'll stay here for the night. So
No,
it's
I
good
think
to
the
know
giant
that.
squid got eaten by the giant kraken. Last
Aren't
I
those the
checked.
same things?
Well,
One is bigger,
the-
right? The Kraken's
to-
bigger.
to the untrained eye, you see the kraken. The kraken actually has
I don't.
um.
Sir, I mean, I
They are-
mostly do fishing things. I actually think that I know about this.
Oh, okay, good. Then yes, you know.
The giant squid. Are you talking about like historically the giant squid?
No, the giant squid that lives in the coastline. I am messing with
Feel
you.
like, are you from the past? Maybe.
I am messing with you. This
Are you
is-
talking
He's
about
v-
Golier?
Aren't
He
you
is very,
supposed?
very old. Yes,
Um,
he is from the past.
Because Golier died.
The
He was the
shit,
giant squid.
Serafina. That is uncalled for.
But it's true, Sarah.
No, it is not.
Why do you lie to these people?
He's like a time traveler.
Yeah.
Wow. That must
We're
be
on
that
for
must
it.
mean he's got like a real important job to be doing in this time. That's scary again. Should I stay here in the city?
Opening my book, and at the top I'm scrolling find silence scroll ASAP underline underline underline.
All right.
But what can you tell us about where we're going?
I don't know where you're going. We're just going to the coast. It's just sort of the port down there. Or where are you going specifically? I can see if I know anything.
You see, our friend over here has never seen the sea before, and he
Okay.
very much wanted to
He's
see
just
the
staring
lighthouse
off at
that
it.
is there.
Which lighthouse you talking about? What's it looks like?
Are we given a description?
I think we're shown a picture.
Shit.
Ooh,
I
kind of
thought I
house
said
is
I
it?
have it in my notes. Maybe I forgot to say it, but the lighthouse looks like a hunting outpost.
Yeah, is there
Like
more
a-
than one lighthouse?
Is it like
Yeah,
a
that's what he was
cottage
saying.
Uh,
I,
or a
The-
parsonage?
there would only be one lighthouse. Like,
in this area.
yeah.
No, there's
Well,
one on this island.
But how is a lighthouse going to know where the next lighthouse is without that lighthouse being there? Obviously, you need more lighthouses.
Looking for the ones that like people might use as like, well, I was gonna say it might use as like a lookout, but that's kind of what like houses are. But like
Um,
it's kind of like an
Well-
outpost as well.
Well, is it the island one or the mainland one?
Yes, which one is it, Serafina?
Serafina doesn't have that in her notes and she has ADHD, so she doesn't fucking know.
I believe it's the one that has um the light.
It looks like an outpost. It's near the water, of course.
It might be near
Probably-
a cave too.
Oh shit! Oh no, you're going to the cave?
Well,
You
we
better
heard
not
that
be
it might
going
be
to that
cool.
cave.
We heard that there might be cool things there though.
I heard that there's a fucking monster that never stops crying in there.
Well, why?
I've
Maybe
never
it's
read that
lonely.
one
Maybe
yet.
that's why it's crying.
I bet the fuck it is because nobody goes in there. You shouldn't go in there. Smart! Smart, they're talking about going to the crying cave. Oh, you guys shouldn't go to the crying cave. It's not a good place.
Is it not a good place because there's a crying monster there?
I mean, I don't know how you possibly think that question needs an answer.
I'm starting to think they believe this is not a good place to go to.
Well,
I
just
think it
don't
sounds
write in the-
exciting.
Last I heard about like the story, the legend is that so like two holy men went in that cave long time ago, and they was trying to inspect some sort of magics in there, just like you was looking for.
We never said that.
Well, you said there could be cool stuff, I think, and that's what magics is. It's cool stuff, isn't it?
That's a fair point.
It's cool is up to the eye of the
And
beholder.
and fucking neither of them come back out ever. So I don't think we've really gone back in since then. And that's when the crying started a bit after that. So maybe it's the holy man. I don't know.
With a one holy man or two holy man?
There were two. I don't know, but they.
Have you considered perhaps they are just cutting onions?
I don't think that that's what's going on.
So nobody's gone in there since?
I mean, like, it's pretty advised against going into. I'm sure somebody has. I've never heard of anyone coming out of it.
How long ago was it that the two holy men went in?
Jeez, had to be at least a couple hundred years.
And the cave has been crying ever since?
That's what they've been saying. Yeah, that's the stories. You don't know about the crying cave? You adventurers miss out on some of the, like, it's obvious. I guess it's because maybe it's too scary. They don't send people in there.
Truth be told, we just spent a lot of time in a forest. So, like,
That's why you know the tree guy.
ironically, no.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're stereotyping me.
Are you not from a forest, sir?
I'm not right now.
He asked if you were from a forest.
From a forest.
Well, no. I
That
just
doesn't
came from a
change.
town.
That's a permanent state.
Hmm.
Like, I'm
Yes.
from a fishing village.
Yes, he is from a forest.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. It was either that or you used well, I guess he still would have been from a forest, but like you used magic to awaken him.
Well, I believe forest is still slightly inaccurate. It is more of a volcanic valley.
You described it as a
most of
burning
it.
forest like 30 minutes ago.
And then
Or
I read
like
what
earlier
the
today.
DM messaged me. Yeah.
But regardless of the semantics of if it is a valley or a forest, you are from forest.
So what? Is there something you're trying to find?
No, we just hear that there might be some cool stuff there.
Oh, well, good luck. If you, shit, I don't recommend going in there, but I don't.
Who is the last person to enter and then return?
Nobody
No one. That's
No
what he was
one.
that I
saying.
know of. Oh
Ev-
God, I don't. Well, the priest had to go in there for some sort of reason, like right, like knowing something was in there. Maybe someone was in there before it, but I don't know. I don't know who it was. I don't know the story.
What kind of priest was this?
Holy men's. I don't know. I guess whatever.
Did they have
If was it
followers?
called the same thing? Was it still called whatchamacallit, the Divine Hunt all them years ago, or did they have a different name?
The divine
I'm
what?
not much into religion. The Church of the Divine Hunt, that big church in Bandera, I think it was their men's. I'm not that much into religion. I mostly I catch fish, I bring the fish up, I sell the fish during the day, and then the boat brings me back home.
Is it true there are different fish in these waters than there are in the rivers
There-
and lakes?
There's different fish all over the place. Literally every place has its own fish. That's part of the great thing about fish.
That is amazing. I must see them all.
But
Where
yeah,
are
I
they?
know where that cave is if you guys is going there.
Are they in the cave? Let us go. Now.
How far is the cave from the coast?
From where we land, it's not a super far, like I guess it's a bit of a walk, but it's easy. Like you're just going straight shot along the coastline.
We looking at
You'll
like
be
a
able to
day's
see
walk, less than a day.
probably let's say we'll get down there about an hour. And that'll be about 5. Then 5:30. Disembark about 6. You walk probably 3. It would probably be nighttime before you get there at least.
But it won't take a whole day to get there.
No, not a whole day.
I
wouldn't go to
Right.
that cave.
I need to write. You need to stop attacking my pen.
Is there a settlement at the coastline? I assume some sort of like
I was-
small.
Yeah, that was
there's
gonna
a
be my
couple
next
small
question.
fishing villages. Yeah,
Yeah,
like scattered along the coast.
yeah.
Axeldan.
So yeah, we might
You're making
try
it very
and
hard.
rest before we go to the cave, but if
Sure
there's
thing.
something convenient.
That was yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to find something.
So what's the best? Where are you gonna be dropping us off? There's like a village there, right?
Yeah. That there's
small little
well, I
village?
guess it started as a village. I'd say it's more of a town now.
Okay.
Like they've got a couple more commodities just because there's so many people coming through there.
What's the best tavern in that town?
Oh, the best tavern there? You're
Yeah.
probably gonna want to find the
the
one
only
second.
tavern.
Axeldan, you just jumped out of my lap.
You're probably looking for the chef's cut if you're looking for the nicest tavern. If you want the most fun, you should go to Bubble Gun.
Bubble gun?
Yeah.
That sounds like the one we have to go to, Zarin.
I mean, sure. It's the tavern we spend the evening at is not the most important thing, I don't think. But okay, sure.
Don't you want to have a fun time?
Seraphina.
Sure.
Seraphina, look at Zarin.
Does Aaron look like he
Sometimes.
has fun times?
He has
Does he look
very,
like Bubblegun fun times?
He has very fun times all the time. You just aren't there to see it.
Well, I can't
wh-
wait to see it.
He has so many friends that he goes and has like raucous parties with, and
Are these friends that are actual people, or are they in your head, Zarin?
do you think that I have the hallucinations?
Is that not one
That's
in your
not what I
hair
was
white?
implying, but
Yeah, I mean, yes, a little.
I mean, we
But-
all have hallucinations from time to time.
No,
The
no,
Feywild,
no,
the Feywild
no,
itself feels like a whole hallucination.
no, that is just a bad memory. But no, not everyone has hallucinations. But
So no,
we
so
will.
no tavern.
We can go to the tavern if you like. Like this. This is not important where we go. If you want to go to the fun tavern, we can go to the fun tavern. I do not think that our choice in tavern will have a great difference in how this all goes down.
You haven't been to the right taverns then.
I mean, we're about to.
You're muted,
go-
Rachel.
Bubble gun. Bubble gun. Bubble gun.
Do guns exist in this world? Hold on.
Very limitedly.
Okay.
The bubble variety for sure.
The large island to your east, Icaria, would be the only place where there are like some guns, other than like super rare ones that have been stolen or bought by rich people.
But we can go there if you want. Like I said, I'm not. I have no horse in this race, as it were.
You don't have a horse.
You're
this race.
correct.
What race?
No, you know what? No, I'm putting my foot down then. No bubblegum.
I just wanted
I
to drink
don't
my
know.
feelings, man.
Sounds
No,
like
you
fun.
want to make joke, and
Joke, you forget. I grew up in the Feywild. We take things very literally there.
you understand what the horse race is.
Yes, but it's fun to poke fun at you.
So then, this is what I am saying. No bubblegum.
I don't need your permission.
Bubble gun. Bubble gun.
It would probably be good to have somebody responsible there if Ophelia and I are the ones that are going to it. Just saying.
And you could have if you didn't make fun. But no, now you ruined it. Good job.
We're still
So
gonna
you
go,
can't take a
right?
joke. Yes, we're still going.
If you need a chaperone of sorts, I could come.
We'll still end up there because we have to rest our heads somewhere.
There's like 5 buildings in this town. The fact that they have 2 taverns is a miracle. And also probably a statement on the sobriety of the town as a whole. But that is besides the point.
They're
I'm going
mostly
to
for
guess
travelers.
That, I'm going to guess that it is two
Oh, yeah.
brothers that own separate taverns that are constantly competing for their father's love and approval, but they cannot get it. Because
Okay.
their father is a turnip salesman and a very successful one.
No.
And he does not believe in their
Okay,
ways.
so beyond the ridiculousness of the story, the fact of the matter is, if they did have a father, it would be a fish salesman because we are in a fishing village. But I think posturing on this conjecture is largely pointless. But we are on a boat, and the boat has not arrived yet, so we don't have much better else to talk about. So.
1 second. Making
Hey,
sure
Saren.
it's
Ophelia's gonna look
yes.
up at the sky and see what time it is based off the sun. And she's gonna look at Saren and go, "You know, I've been thinking about telling you a boat joke, but there's not very many."
Question, Ophelia.
Yeah.
If your wings get wet, can you still fly?
can dry them off pretty quickly.
Push her off the
You
boat.
said. I just like.
Fly over it.
You
Yeah, she
said
could
no.
just start flying when you push her.
No puns after 10. Look at the sun in the skies, Aaron. I have the rest of the day.
I just love that it's a double pun because of you being a fairy.
Pretty great.
It's a very good pun.
Serafina goes to the front of the ship and just kind of like looks out. Doesn't necessarily do anything, but it's just up there kind of looking out.
And after about an hour, you make it to the little town. And you find your way into Bubblegun. So what's great is as you're actually walking up to Bubblegun, you see it has these two sort of like poles going up. And there's just like bubbles like flying out of them, like these bubble cannons. And like there's bells ringing and like horns playing. And it says that it's half off special.
Half off special what?
It's like I need to pull everyone's characters out. That's everybody. Activate. As Zarin, you see the tavern is clearly celebrating. An adventurer must have had a successful quest and has brought back and is spending some of their gold to buy everyone drinks.
God damn it. I'm gonna like peer in. No, affiliate, stay out, affiliate. Don't go in there yet.
I didn't mean to go that far. I meant I clicked the wrong side.
I'm gonna like peer in. Do I see anybody?
Yeah, you very clearly see a group of people surrounding Actually, there should be more people around him. Not you, sailors. You don't need to be here. You see a group of people surrounding a familiar dwarf fighter that you know, praising him, thanking him for the drinks, listening to him regale them with a story of the adventure that he was just on. And you, of course, know him as your rival.
Serafina, can we
Adventurers
please go
Guild
to the
member,
other tavern, please? I don't
Gideon.
feel like getting a headache today.
Like
We've
bubblegum.
Where's the
seen.
bartender? There's like no bartender.
Do we know?
Oh, right.
Do
a
we know
bartender.
Gideon?
No.
No, it's part of your
No.
backstory.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't completely
I have-
forgetting someone.
I
Sorry.
have name dropped him once or twice before in reference to Crit.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't forgetting something. Why do you want to go
I
somewhere
am a
else?
tree.
Like I said, I don't feel like dealing with a I just don't feel like I just can't today, okay? I just can't.
Ophelia's gonna be really upset.
Bubblegums.
Oku's already like in.
Oku has walked inside. Oku, you see people joyously singing. Everyone's having a great time. There's people chanting a little song. They're going, "Oh, Gideon strong, Gideon's bold, took down Anoni, a sight to behold. With sword in hand,
Fucker!
he stood his
That
ground.
fucker!
There's never a doubt
No!
when Gideon's
No!
around.
That was my fuck!
He
No!
fought
God
all
damn
night,
it!
He fought so hard, kept safe the village of Bencard. Oh, Gideon strong, Gideon's bold, took down Anoni, a sight to behold."
God damn it.
Oku's
Darren,
getting
you
like
seem
all like
upset.
Oku
that
goes over there. He's
motherfucker.
getting all like
That
cheery with
motherfucker.
them.
He
Like,
knew.
yeah.
He knew. He knew. I talked about it to people in the guild, and I know that he heard. And that motherfucker.
Who's the motherfucker?
Who do you think is the motherfucker? Maybe the one
I
that
feel
they're
like
all thinking about.
Okay.
we
Who
all-
else
I
would
feel
be a
like there's
motherfucker in
no-
this situation, Serafina?
I've never seen you so this upset.
I feel like the.
Is it Gideon?
Oh, I'm not there. Sorry.
Oh, did you hear the song? Was the chorus not descriptive enough?
Why do we not
He
like
He knew.
Gideon?
He knew that was on my list, that I was looking for one, and he just went and did it himself. Took all the, not only the credit. I don't care about the credit, Serafina. It's not important. But he knew. He knew, and he did it on purpose. Just because he wants all of this glory, all of these people saying, "Oh, look how good Gideon is," but no. And yes, and yes, fair play. He probably did do the thing, but still, he knew. He knew.
Ah, friends, why are you still waiting outside?
Oku, not now.
But there is
Theron's having
joy
a moment.
inside. Bubbles.
The bubbles are
Oku,
outside.
not now.
Oh, I thought the man they were singing about.
I said
was
not now.
Gideon Bubbles.
If it really means that much to you, Theron, we can go somewhere else.
Yeah, I just like the bubbles outside here.
Is something wrong, Zarin?
No, nothing is wrong. Let us go and celebrate the great hero Gideon.
If that's what you
sing
really
his
want, our fearless
praises.
leader.
Sing his praises and, talk about how strong he is and how powerful and all the people want to be his friend and look how lush his beard is. Oh my
How
goodness.
tall are you,
Serafina.
Zarin?
Zarin? Yeah.
I mean, tall enough for a elf.
Like 6 foot ish? 5.5.
Probably,
five,
yeah.
Somewhere in there, ballpark. Okay.
Yeah, he's not short.
Serafina leans over to Ophelia and, stage whispers, fully knowing that Zarin is going to hear, and
Right.
goes, I think there's some hostility between Zarin and this Gideon.
Oku kind of leans, gets down a little bit, kind of face to face with you, and he reaches out gently towards your shoulder, tries to put his hand on his shoulder if you allow him, and he says, Zarin, this Gideon fellow, do you or do you not like him?
We work together.
That is not the question that I asked. I asked, do you or do you not like him?
And I am choosing not to give a straight answer. We work together.
Okay. Would it make you feel better, perhaps, if we went and listened to him? Hold on, my friend. Listened to him regale his tale, and as he does, simply trivialize everything.
It would make me so happy to see you do that, Oku.
Oh no, I was just going to support
No,
you.
you
while
said
did
you
it.
wanted to do. You said you wanted to do this, so I would love to see you do this.
All right, let us go. Would you like to initiate with your friend?
No, I do not.
I was gonna say we should hide in the bushes till he stumbles out here drunk, and then we whack him a couple times with some sticks. If that would make you feel better, Zarin.
He can drink like 7 kegs. His stomach is like an iron cask. Nothing can knock this man down. He will not be stumbling. He will drink all night and walk out here in straight line.
Nothing can knock him down.
That's a sight to behold.
I must know his secret.
He is buying free drinks for everyone.
He is buying free drinks.
Nah, Oku's already run back now that he knows that he can't be knocked down.
As Oku walks, I'm just gonna look towards Seraphine and kind of snicker, and be like, "Well, we should probably watch this unfold.
After you, my
And-
fearless leader.
I'm gonna like furtively walk over and like sort of not stealthily, but like nonchalantly sit by the fireplace.
Taller dwarves. They're like 4 foot, right? 4.5 ish tallest.
I'm sitting on the mantle.
I think you're muted, Rufio.
You hear Gideon call out, "Another round for the people!" And like snaps his little fingers up in the air, and you see the bartender come out with this tray of shots that have this like sort of like blood red color to them.
Okay. Do they bring it just to the group?
Hold on
of,
one
like,
second.
around him or around?
Hold
like,
on
No,
one
they're just
second.
carrying him around the tavern to everybody.
Oh, okay. I'll grab one as they
Did
go
you say,
by.
hold on a second?
Yeah, Cher's answering the
Yeah,
door.
Cher's gone. Yeah. I see.
I swear to God, I just heard gunshots,
Oh no.
Oh shit.
which was probably the
Prob-
dumb thing to look out my door,
Yeah.
but
Yep. mhm.
Yeah, you should probably move out of there.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
no,
you should
okay,
probably
but
get out of there if you can.
but honest to God, this building, the building that I am in, is cursed because the
Okay.
people across from me, their father-in-law who lived with them, well, I guess one of them would have been anyway, died of anaphylactic shock. The person that's next to me, over one and down, a suicide. Person across from them had another death. And that was all within the last 6 months. This building is cursed. I want the fuck out. Get me the fuck out, Rick.
There's a trend there. Do you see
Tell
it?
everybody he's on his way.
It just sounds like you
And
got the
yeah.
correct apartment to me, honestly.
Yeah, you picked the
No, it
right
just
one at
sounds-
Yeah.
least.
It
Yeah.
just sounds like I'm a witchy bitch who regularly sages her apartment.
Right, yeah. Oh shit, I didn't do that
Um,
when I moved in this time.
Oh yeah, I've already let Rick know that I'm saging his house when I move in. So
Didn't you do that
um,
when you moved in?
What?
I've
The fuck
saged
are you
a
talking
couple
about?
people's houses before.
anyway, you were saying that he called for another round. So sorry.
You know that, Zarin, you know that adventurers usually try and get a drink that they pass out that is like themed on whatever they downed. This appears to be
Mhm.
some sort of Oni's blood concoction shot that he's requested.
Mm-hmm.
And it is there is a bartender that is not in the scene walking around handing that out to everybody. Including,
will
of course,
take one.
you.
Does Ophelia get a full cup?
I mean, if you want to take one, they would hand it to you.
And I'm gonna have him put them next to me on the little mantle. You're muted.
Are they going around to everybody or just the people that?
No, everybody in the tavern. Yeah,
Okay.
not just the people around.
Seraphina's gonna take one, and she's like sitting on the table next to Zarin at like an angle to like be looking at him, but also surveying the room.
Cool. Yeah, and as you see everyone else getting theirs, you do see them sort of like holding them out and waiting a second as if they're all waiting to drink it at the same time. And after everyone gets it, they like one person starts to go to Gideon, and then everyone else goes to raise their glasses and chant to Gideon as they take their shots.
As they take their shot, Oku's going to raise his glass and then bring it down, a big swooping motion, and then just kind of put a finger in the glass. That's it. He's drinking.
Oh, Mr. Treeman, you I do not think I have interacted with your kind before.
No, my
Are
kind
you
is
from
not
around
very
here?
common,
No.
it seems.
Are you here with anyone? Are you you look quite tough. Are you maybe a adventurer yourself?
I am quite a traveler, yes. I am indeed.
Oh,
I tend to
look.
handle things on my own. I am quite capable.
So you are solo. That is too bad. We unfortunately lost a member in our fight against the Oni. And we could use another person.
A failure he was.
No, simply unlucky. You cannot look at it that way. He, unfortunately, if it did not see through the Oni's tricks and was taken when it was invisible.
I suppose you are correct. He is not a failure. That would indeed, actually, I believe, make you the failure for not being able to save him.
This is a interesting hostility.
It is not.
Have
a
I done
hostility,
something
I
to offend you, my
apologize.
friend? I believe that you are enjoying my drink and the way that you do.
It is not meant to be a hostility, my friend. My people just simply point out factual information potentially, or jump to the conclusion first to see if somebody can offer us a better guided direction.
So if
Please take no offense.
I don't know. I do not really follow the logic of your statement. It seems like you are simply trying to offend me. I would appreciate it if you would remove yourself from my company. You may keep the drink. You may enjoy still the discount on the drinks from the bar, but I would appreciate it if you walk away.
Indeed. Congratulations on your Oni kill.
Of course, I appreciate it. Good luck on whatever it is you are doing next.
He turns to start walking away, and then he kind of looks back and he's like, "How do you know it is dead?"
What are you asking?
The Oni.
How do I know that it is dead?
Yes,
How
I am
do you
not terribly
suppose that
familiar
I
with
do not
them.
know that it is dead?
I was under the impression that they could be tricky or crafty.
Yes, there is a some craftiness to the Oni, but it is not quite as tricky to kill one as you might think. It is only tricky to get them dead. I guess it is once they are dead, they tend to stay dead.
Let's hope so. He walks
It
away.
is not a what is it called, a revenant.
Oku is gone. Oh, that glasses.
Doesn't appear to be, just to clarify.
Oh, sorry. I'm not looking at that screen.
He, of course, watches where you walk and sees a white hair that looks familiar to him.
Stealth check, stealth check, stealth check.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Nope.
Zeren! Oh, you are back. What are you doing over here? He calls, walking over. Why are you with this rude tree? Where's the
hello-
rude dwarf that you left with?
Hello, Gideon. The dwarf did not share the same adventure spirit as we had hoped, unfortunately.
Oh, that is too bad.
Is
I
this
understand
the
it can be
friend that
tough for
murdered
people.
the camp you mentioned?
I don't think they mentioned that at all.
Oh, never
Did
mind. I thought they did.
No.
Mm,
Oh, no, because you guys went private in that.
yeah,
for the
we were
house for like
talking amongst
20, 30
ourselves.
minutes. Yeah.
Sorry, Gideon. Yes, he did not share the same spirit that we do, unfortunately. I don't believe you have met my other companions. You have the Serafina and Ophelia, and of course,
Thanks for the drink.
and of
Oh,
course
no
the
problem.
leader of our party, Ollie.
Oh,
Yes,
what
He is
a
correct.
Correct.
cute little dress him he is. And yes,
Most-
it is only customary after a successful adventure to help those at the tavern.
I like this custom.
Yes, it is.
It's,
For a
did
a
you all
well
not do this
thought,
at the tavern in Vandira? After you are back from. I remember you went to those to the woods, and you are back. It must have been a great success.
Yeah, the forest was very far away. It is very surprising that the Quiver sent us so far afield, but I guess when the contracts dictated, that is what you must do. We had much jubilations on the trip back. I will say this at the most.
Oh, that is
Right.
a wonderful thing to hear, Zaren. I love when you succeed. You know, a win for anyone in the quiver is a win for all of us. We are
Yes,
one
that,
family. In fact, I took out that pesky Oni that you've been worrying about.
yes, I heard as much, Gideon. You know that Oni was. While I am unbelievably happy that it is no longer in this plane, I was hoping to take that contract for myself at some point. In fact,
but,
it was my next goal after we returned from the forest.
Oh, I am so sorry, Zaren. I just did not think you would be back so soon, and I did not want more innocent people to die. I'm sure you understand.
No, I understand. It was a ripe opportunity for glory.
And what a glory it was! If only its weapon was not cursed with its evil magic, I would sling it over my shoulder myself.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it does tend to do that. You know, if you had done as much research as other people, perhaps you might have come across some incantation to alleviate that curse, but, you know, not everyone can know enough about what they are going up against. It is a common mistake for some people.
Well, I keep the people safe, and from the sounds of it, in your forest adventure, you did the same. Am I correct?
Yeah, no, I mean, all of even the dwarf that you mentioned before, he still breathes, he just is not with us now. But as you can see, here are all of the people that we took out there. Safe and
But,
sound.
so, what was it that was taking the people from the camp?
It was a rather perturbed Dashkin. It's an ancient peoples that you probably have never heard of, but they are very. They have like these big teeth and yeah, lots of teeth and
Interessant.
gnashing jaws. There was like some satyrs too. You know, we fought some satyrs. They were, I think, like sort of possessed by the shadow evil. Like it was very, very tough. You know, lots of gnashing of teeth and stamping of hoofs, as it were. And then there was the crash cat. Serafina, you remember the crash cat? How scary the crash cat was.
Crash cat.
Was-
Crash cat.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
the
were, it was the big. It was like giant. It had
Oh.
like muscles on top of the muscles on top of the muscles, and like
Lots
it
of
had
teeth.
like
Do
teeth.
you,
And the teeth had tusks.
Did you slay this crash cat?
We did.
Well, no, we didn't.
Oh.
It was
We
not.
didn't.
No. It was a majestic creature that was a vital part of the forest ecosystem, and we would not
I
want to
see, I
upset
see.
that by needlessly ending its life.
And,
Yes.
was
I
there
was
any
mistaken.
was there any unique magic or wisdom from your books that taught you how to defeat this what you say, Dashkin?
It did take some pretty enormous magical talents, if I do say so. Like ancient
We would have been lost out.
rituals.
We would have been lost out there without Zarin.
Yeah, ancient
that is good to hear.
rituals.
It is,
Extremely
always worry he
potent
is-
magical spells. You know, all sorts of things.
I always worry about Zara, and he is always got his head in the book. So I feel that in a fight he might get taken out. But I'm
He's
glad.
very capable.
No, I know that he is quite powerful offensively. I just worry about how many hits he can take. And he sort of like jokingly like punches you in the scale mail.
Well, that is why I trained in how I can still cast my arcane spells with a nice layer of steel between me and the gnashing teeth.
He's always got an answer for everything.
Also,
That
That's 1-7.
does.
we have Ophelia is quite adept at restorative magics. It's her favorite thing in the world, actually, to stop people from meeting the grave too early, as it were.
Appropriate.
It's always important to have a good healer. Usually they do not have as many skulls on their clothing, but whatever works. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. Please drink
Pleasure, it's
yourselves
all
till.
ours.
We will.
And he goes back to the crowd that was praising him,
He is
lifting him up on chairs, singing their song to him.
He is insufferable.
He's certainly quite a character.
I am actually mildly confused as to why you dislike him.
Arrogant is the thing, so I get Zaren's hesitation there.
I mean, I was thinking braggadocious, so yeah.
That's a big word for Ophelia. Wow.
Yes, and that is much the point there is much of what he says. It is
He also doesn't believe that you're capable of handling yourself. Like, what? Has he met you?
He was nice nasty. He was giving you a compliment, but also an insult. Like, gross.
But also showing an odd amount of concern, too. It's,
Oh, gaslighting to me, Zaren. I don't know. I get it.
I have known him for many years now, and I still do not know if he is sincere or, like you said, this nice nasty.
Nice nasty. You got it, Zaren. Yeah. I don't like him either. We should jump him.
No,
Go that far.
At the end of the day, he still is doing good work, even if it is
Okay.
not my taste. Even if he is not my taste.
Well, we'll just stick with you, Zaren, because you've got good taste. I mean, you've elected Ollie leader. That's the best thing you've done.
That is the best thing that you've done.
I mean, how can you say no to this creature?
Ollie flies over and sits down in your lap.
Oh. But I think we can probably. I mean, we can spend the rest of the night here if you want. Whatever. The damage is done.
I
You
mean,
can see as Zaren's sitting there, he pulls open his tome and he starts like furiously scratching out something.
It's like the burn book.
No.
Oh, sorry.
it was a piece of a
And
puzzle.
because he doesn't actually care about your story, it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or not, actually. So you didn't have to roll a check for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the feel with him. Like,
Yeah.
you really
Fucker.
wanted to kill that creature, didn't you?
it's not just a want, Serafina.
Elaborate?
Maybe later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zarin,
Yes, Soku.
I apologize. I
Accepted.
failed. Thank you.
Is the liquor that's being provided, is the drink good?
It is. It depends on how you feel about bitter things. It's very bitter. It's like Campari.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Couple mouthfuls
Yeah.
out of the cup.
I'm not usually one to complain about things that I get for free, but like could have done something better.
You see Oku's got his glass. It's empty. And then he puts his other finger in the glass. And it just starts to fill up. I can really only actually consume water. But I can absorb it into my capillary veins temporarily. It makes people less uneasy when in social situations.
You
No,
would have
I'm feeling a
stained
little
red where your
more.
finger was in it.
I'm a
What?
little more.
The same. And then he hands it to Seraphina and is like, here, it has a different flavor profile now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He's just waiting.
I'm not gonna drink something that just came out of your body, dude.
When presented in that fashion, I can see your point.
Glad we can reach that conclusion.
I feel like I'm learning things from you guys, and I appreciate this.
Okay.
Ruvia,
Mm-hmm.
am I allowed to cast Fireball?
I mean, I can't stop you from casting Fireball. I'm an
Okay.
an NPC.
Okay. Just curious.
Gideon doesn't know Counterspell, so
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
yeah.
No. But yeah, I mean, I think that's probably about all we got for the evening. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the barkeep about rooms.
Yeah.
Sure thing. They have some rooms upstairs for y'all to go to sleep in. That's
Are we
unimportant.
doing individual rooms?
Whatever they have.
Yeah, if you want individual rooms, those would be a little bit more expensive. Or you might even have to go to the other tavern and inn that's nicer to get the room specifically. If you're okay with like a dormitory, like just a bunch of bunks and stuff, then pretty cheap.
I mean, is there one that could be like the four of us in a room? Here?
They'd be willing to put like the four of you in a 2-bedroom.
Yeah. That
Cool.
works.
Yeah, they can do that. That's 1 second. It's how much? I have no idea how much inns cost because it's usually a negligible amount of
It's
money.
like 10 silver or something.
Yeah, right. 1 gold. It costs 1 gold for
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter for a night.
Mhm. Yeah. But y'all go up. You still hear the party roaring through the night as people keep singing to Gideon. You know, clearly loving it and drawing it on more and more whenever it starts to die down. Keeping the alcohol flowing. And you wake up in the morning and begin your trek. And as you are walking up the coast, you do eventually see that. Oh, I didn't put it. Here it is.
You can trigger a long rest.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna pee real quick before as we go
Okay,
on.
sure. I'm going to do that too then, because I think it sounds fun.
I'm doing it right now. All right, good. I'm back. Is Seraphina trying to fall in love with Zarin?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I won't say no, but like, it's not a goal.
Right. If it's there, it's there. Organic.
Yeah, kind of like I think. No, I was with Rachel that I talked about this with, that like romance and RPing romance is like not. I don't set out to have D&D romances, but if the characters themselves
Yeah,
have that
circumstantially.
connection, then you know I'll do it. Like I have nothing against
Playing the
um
character.
yeah, playing the character. If that's what the
Mhm.
character wants to do and the character feels that strongly about another character, then I would pursue it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Uh
Depends.
RPing romance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It depends on the character for me.
Ricky, I have a question.
You.
I haven't actually picked my feats because I
Okay.
picked 2024 feats, and then
Yeah.
instead I.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at what do you think of the combination of Spellblade and Cleave?
I don't think Spellblade is good for you.
Why not though?
Because one, it's level 6, and two, you don't cast spells, and three,
have
you're a
spells, though.
barbarian. Huh?
I have spells though.
You're a
Yeah,
barbarian.
but when you're
You can't do that when you rage.
raging, yeah.
You can't do that when you're raging. Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
No,
No,
that's
you cannot,
you
because
can't.
you are so angry. You cannot focus on anything except hit.
Yeah.
Touche.
Because that was one thing that I was looking at with Dahlia, because she does have, because of her background,
Mhm.
has some spell casting ability,
Oh yeah, I'd be
and
nasty.
but yeah, I was looking at what spells do I want to take that aren't necessarily I'm giving up something good when I rage because I can't cast the spell, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also that particular feat was not written with but that was well no, it was also that was also a on the fence for if it's too strong or not.
Oh yeah, it is.
Just because of some of the cantrips are way too strong with it.
Mm-hmm. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I mean there's multiple cantrips that are too strong with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's basically taken from like Eldritch Knight, the same sort of idea. But regardless, it doesn't work for a barbarian.
Well, I'll stop looking at it.
What was the other one you were looking at?
Oh, that was really all. I'm trying to think of a clever something or other with some of the feats or abilities I get from the class.
I mean, the ability you get barbarian stuff, and then you get the world tree stuff, which is
That's what
for
I mean.
right
I mean,
now.
like the world tree. I'm trying to get it to I want to get some synergy going there.
Yeah, I mean, you get temp HP, you get a little bit of reach later, and you get movement and like stuff. But
Yeah, I
like
think I'm gonna
force
take.
movement.
I'm almost certain I'm gonna take Mind Fortress.
I mean,
That makes
that's
sense.
yeah, but we're not level 6.
Yeah, no, but that's coming up. I'm trying to we're like one away. Otherwise, I guess I'm just looking at tough. You know me.
Motherfucker,
agree.
there's like 7 martial feats
Nope.
that are like made for martial characters.
That are really fucking good.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because I was going back and forth on several of them before I decided for Dahlia. Move,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
John's
dude.
no.
always scared about his
Dahlia's on
survivability.
2024.
It's
She's not on
classic.
these.
I'm
Oh,
what?
that's right. That's right.
You're always scared about your survivability. It's classic.
Yeah. I don't want to die. It's like it's a reflection of how I feel about growing up with cystic fibrosis. I don't want to die.
About not wanting to
Give me
die.
more health. Give me all the health. I need all the health. I don't have all the health, so give it to my D&D character. At
But
least
no,
I
I
can
mean
do that.
you're a barbarian. That's not
Uh-huh.
the issue is never I'm not tough enough. It's the issue is I can't
Oh, I
hit anything because everything's fucking in the air.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, you have to
And
climb shit
and
or jump over
honestly,
shit.
no, you can't really take heavy armor master,
No.
but yeah, I mean there's like 10 different like martial feats that are like really really strong. But
I
yeah,
feel
I
like that's
mean
too many. They really only need like 2, you know? You should spend a lot of time working on something that's too good, I think. No,
this
I
is
like that you added so many different martial feats actually, because now that I'm actually doing a martial class.
yeah, I mean like in this feat like I'll at some point I'll have to I'll have to redo this and see
Oh
because the
yeah.
power level is very high for this implementation.
Yeah, especially if you
And
tried and combined it.
well then that's the thing is like and 2024 added or changed a lot of how
Things
a lot
function.
of like design concepts.
Ricky,
Yes.
is there a way to reset the fog exploration on a map? Just
Yes.
like apply it and
Yes.
unapply it? Okay.
On the light bulb tool,
Yeah.
there should be a fog cloud icon.
Uh-huh.
Does it say
Oh,
reset
right.
fog
I
of war?
remember this. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it seems to have worked.
Yeah, if you select one of our tokens, you should be able to see the explored
How it
area.
looks. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, you poor guys. All right. So, as you make your way up, you do eventually see that lighthouse on top of the hill, and looking down along the coast, you see the cave that you are headed to. And as you're coming close to it, you sort of start feeling this sort of like heaviness in the air as you're like walking up to the mouth of it, and actually I need everyone to roll a perception to know for sure.
Call
Oh,
it.
don't worry about calling. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You heard it this time? Did we fix that?
Yeah. Yeah. So Oku, you just sort of like are walking up and you notice that you only notice one real like super noticeable thing, and that it's the mouth of the cave just looks cave mouths are dark, but it looks like right at the entrance of the cave, it looks like sunlight just kind of stops. And like it looks dark immediately in there. Ophelia and Zarin, you immediately start like noticing this sort of like feeling of like heaviness and thickness in the air. It smells sort of like stale and lingering, like that sort of like weird sterile smell that like hospitals have, or like Panera. Um, and Seraphina, as you're getting close, you start hearing snoring, sort of reverberating and coming from the mouth of the cave. And as you enter the cave, you do indeed find it.
As we
Let me do the. There we go. You do
as
indeed find
we
it to be quite dark, and when you
as we
step
come
in,
to,
it almost. Sorry, let me.
I was just say I'll cast light
Yeah.
as we step
Okay.
into the darkness.
Sure thing.
On
Yeah. As soon as you step in it, even looking outside of the cave, it looks like it's nighttime outside.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess I'll cast light on probably the dog's collar, maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
If
Yeah,
you
the
can-
dog has a collar.
Sure.
As you cast the light spell, Oku's gonna reach up into his well, I need to come up with his fro. No, no,
Leaves.
his broccoli head. I don't know.
Branches.
Anyways, what the hell are you eating? Is that a graham cracker?
Is that
It's a
matzah?
saltine. She's just very small.
This is very insulting. Okay, anyways,
Why are you just eating plain mozz?
why
Oh, I
not?
can't hear you.
It has butter on it.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
That's fine.
But yes, it is Mazda.
acceptable. So I will reach up into my canopy. There we go.
Sure.
Reach up into my canopy and I will pull. You'll see like a kind of a soft glow kind of happen, and then when I pull my hand back down, I hold it out and I've got some little they look like kind of a mix between walnuts and acorns. There's like 10 of them. And he's like, here, take these just in case. And I cast Good Berry.
For sure. Does good well if I cast Goodberry, will it make good berries?
I think so.
Maybe.
Let's see. Would it put it in my inventory? Or would it drop it? Or
It'd put on in your inventory. I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's set up right or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's set up right. Let me see if you have 1 second. Yeah, because Goodberry's on there. Let me see.
I gotta
Yeah, you
remember that I've got
cast
it too.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it.
I will give
Just write it down on like a sheet of paper for now.
Just write down that you have good berries.
well, I just hold them out to pass out, so everybody can take whatever.
Yeah, just hold on to them. If you want to give some to Ophelia, me and Seraphina have some potions.
Mm-hmm.
Shove them in my bag.
To be forgotten about.
Yeah.
Can all
With a chicken bone.
take good berries by chance?
Yeah.
He
I
can
mean, he's
eat
got-
them. He can't. I don't think he can
Administer.
administer it.
Yeah.
I just imagine it's like a cat pretending it's a bird, feeding a baby bird.
Ollie and I are
Um,
close, but not that close.
Well, it's about to be a friendship level up.
No.
But yeah, well, do we hear anything?
Yeah, roll the. I'll have you roll the perception again.
I mean, I heard snoring.
Yeah, you hear snoring. It sounds very faint and like echoey and distant, Seraphina. But let's roll
Is
a
it
perception.
like legitimate snoring or like heavy breathing, but like deep sleep breathing?
You believe it to be snoring, and it sounds almost like it's coming from like another plane. Like it sounds all around you. It sounds like everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So what's weird is that you walk I guess you haven't walked in yet. You're just at the entrance. But as you're at the entrance, just standing there, you don't really hear much yet. Serafina, you still hear that snoring, but everyone else, really what you're noticing is just sort of like how stale and heavy and like the darkness as you like look back outside behind you almost like makes you yawn as it feels like it's suddenly like nighttime. There's this just sort of like sleepy feeling in the cave.
Serafina, do you want to go and see if you can see what might lay ahead of us?
You mean be sneaky?
That is what I said.
I can be sneaky.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak ahead. Let me see, to right about there,
okay.
just to
Yeah.
start.
Sure.
And see what I see, because I do have dark vision.
Yeah, so you see these pools of water. Due to the dark vision, it is all in black and white, but like
Right.
it does look like even with that, you can tell that it's like a very dark, like brackish water that's there, and it's just completely still in these like little ponds and like pools on the floor. And outside of the water, you do notice that there is like these little like sort of like small like fern like black like moldy not moldy mossy like growths coming out from like outside of the water.
You said mossy, not moldy.
Yeah, correct.
Do they look, I know you said mossy, but like, do they look like, apparently, I may be saying the wrong thing here, because apparently it's regionally, they're called different things. But the plants, as I know them, are called cattails, and they're like the long
Uh-huh.
stems that are like, at the end, it's like brown and bushy.
Yeah. No, this looks more like
Mm.
almost like it would be like an underwater plant that you would see like just sort of like floating in there, like sort almost just like a finger with like some little like fluff coming off of it. Like it almost looks like it doesn't have like the right like weight to be like sticking up like it is.
Okay. Um, and the breathing or the snoring, the sound of it hasn't changed. It doesn't sound like I'm getting closer or anything.
No, it doesn't actually sound like you're getting that much closer. No, like it's a little bit louder, but it doesn't have like a directionality to it.
Okay, okay. Um, I want to. That was not
Seraphina
me.
didn't say that I did.
I want to. In a minute. Let's sneak forward a little bit more to this corner.
Mhm. And as you sort of get near the water, you see those little like fern-like tendrils almost look like they're sort of like shifting all in your direction.
I want to cast Mage Hand
Okay.
and send my hand over to those tendrils
Sure thing.
and just kind of like try to like touch one, interact with one, see kind of like how they react at something approaching it.
They would not react to the mage hand. They would still sort of be leaning in your direction.
Okay. Um I'm gonna call Ollie to me and have Ollie do the same thing.
Oh, they immediately go toward Ollie.
I have him fly like just kind of like out of their reach, like right above them.
Mm.
Um, are they like trying to get to him? Are they?
Yeah, they don't seem to be able to like extend themselves in any way or anything, but they all like they seem to be as he's closer they do than you are, they seem to be trying to move in his direction the best they can. But you know, they seem planted in wherever they are, so it's just they like lean.
Yeah, they just like follow him flying.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um. And these fern-like things are in both of the two little ponds that I see, or the pools that I see, right?
Yeah, they seem to be extending out of the edges of these little pools. Here, I'll do some drawing. How do I make it black? How do I change the color of the...
You can do it after you draw it.
Oh, okay.
Forgot how messy fucking Mopsa is.
Yeah, it's very crumbly and crackly cracker.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And then how do I change it?
Double click on it and change the line color.
I see. I see. Cool.
That is my butt, you jerk. Okay, cool. I'm gonna call the Ollie back over and sneak back over to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Hey, so, I didn't get that far forward because, right around this little bend here, there are like two pools of water that, well, I don't necessarily know if they're water. There's two pools of liquid that looks kind of like thick and not cool. And they have like small little like things growing out of them that seem maybe a little bit sentient and potentially like they might want to hurt us.
Okay. Then we will be careful, I guess.
Well, they come out like past the water. I don't know if we can get by them without interacting with them.
Oh,
They may not want to hurt us. They were just very intent on like following my movements and then following Ollie's movements when I had Ollie go over them.
okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We'll see if there's some way we can maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We can move forward, guys. Come on. We'll all kind of move forward, I guess.
Yeah, and you start seeing these fern-like tendrils sort of like waving in the air as whoever moves closest to them, they all start to reach out towards.
Gotcha.
Now that we have light, what is it? What color are they?
Oh, they're black.
They are black? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do they look like, now that I can like actually see them, do they look like anything that I've encountered before in the Feywild?
In the Feywild, I mean, I guess like probably not actually, unless you like maybe it's one of those things like specifically if
What
you
does
did
it
like
look like
something
again?
on the coast or in a cave, like underwater stuff maybe, but
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I mean,
What does it look-
I did stuff in caves, but not
Yeah.
necessarily around water.
Uh
What does it look
but
like
yeah,
again?
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what'd you say, John?
What does it look like again?
Sort of like a fern like tendril, almost like a like underwater type of plant, but on land.
Okay, can I
A little slimy looking. So like more like wet than slimy. I know slimy works.
Can I try and talk to it?
I mean, it's a plant. Are you using speak with plants as a spell? Do you have that? I can't remember. Or
You
do
can
you?
also communicate simple ideas to non-magical plants and can question plants about events that occurred nearby during the past day. Gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
You may certainly try to talk to this. Yeah, I know. I call those cattails as well.
I thought you
Okay.
started a voice.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah,
that was
that's
easy.
the voice of the plant. He's
Yeah.
super excited. He's
Yeah.
no, you do not get a response back from
Anything
this.
if I touch it? Like,
When you touch it, it immediately starts like clinging to your bark,
mhm.
and your finger starts to feel numb and be tarnished, almost like you stuck it, like rubbed it with coal, or like stuck it in some ink, or like something like greasy and black.
Okay. I mean, obviously, I take my hand away.
It felt kind of nice, honestly, like a warm kind of like soft numb.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Like that good, like
like a
Asian
very
spice
cozy,
tea,
like
kind of
yeah,
like numb on the, like, you know.
like almost like you're being embraced, not more than a like.
Oh, more than like a lidocaine on the bottom of the inside of the lip kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is his hand still
But it
tarnished
definitely
when he pulls it away?
yes, it does seem to leave a lasting, at least temporarily lasting mark on you.
This is curious. It seems to be. Does it seem to be plant-like in nature?
It seems to be plant-like in nature.
Is there anything about it like I can discern just from inspecting it and that sort of thing?
Well, here's the thing. Your ability says non-magical. This is a magical plant. I don't know if that means if you could still attempt to talk to it, but it just doesn't have to talk back to you. If you can't even, like the
That's
attempt
up
just
to you,
doesn't
man.
work.
Yeah,
It just
I don't
doesn't
know.
work. It just
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
work.
it doesn't work. Yeah, unfortunately.
I feel like it's making an
Yeah.
assumption that a magical would already be able to communicate in some fashion.
Maybe.
Maybe, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
so that this
That might
bypassing
be
doesn't
what it's
necessarily
thinking.
happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ricky? That this is just an edge case that wouldn't be considered by this specific rule writing?
We get a lot of
Things
those.
do what they say. It says non-magical plants.
Yeah,
This is a non-magical
this is
plant, or this is a magical plant.
It's
So it doesn't
magical
work.
plant.
Okay.
It's probably mostly referring to like shambling mound might be considered a magical plant.
But you can just talk to one of those, can't you? Maybe not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but at the end of the day,
They can
it says non-magical. These are
comprehend, but
magical.
they can't speak
Yeah.
back to you.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Unfortunately, you cannot talk to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything about it like that I recognize as far as say the structure of the leaves, the shaping, like coloration, all the stuff that we were just talking about? Is there anything that that triggers in my mind on just like a nature aspect? Maybe not necessarily about the specificity, like specific plant, but origins and stuff like that.
Just that the leaves look like they're good at clinging to stuff.
Can I roll a nature check?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I want.
You got no fucking idea what this is.
Yeah, I know. I want to roll a dice, man.
You roll a nature check.
I just
you do
did.
not know. Yeah.
What is everybody else doing?
Well, we either try to go through it or we try to destroy these. Which do you all prefer?
I mean, it's native to this area, so I don't like want to destroy it, but at the same time, we can't continue forward if it's gonna, you know. do something like what it just did to Oku to us. Like, it's
Sorry,
complicated.
sorry, I should say, to be clear, the water also does look very dark and thick, almost black. I know it's not drawn that way on this map, but I don't want to just color more black in there.
I'm gonna just send my familiar through.
Through it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
it
and
seems
hack
to
through
be
some of
able
it.
to walk through the plants just fine while they do grip at it and stain its fur. Are you sending it into the water though?
I mean, I'm sending it where I moved the token.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
cool. So
attempting to
as
go
it
there. If it doesn't get there, then it
Yeah.
doesn't get there. But
as it walks onto the water though, you do notice that it does not sink right away. It seems to be standing there. But like I guess how long would you wait for it while it's standing there?
I mean, like it's a tar pit, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, no, have more like quicksand.
That I mean, sure, quicksand isn't a thing, but like it
It
doesn't
doesn't
work
kill
like
you, but it's a thing.
yeah.
It's a
I
thing,
mean,
but not like it
More,
is in
and it's
Hollywood.
yeah.
more like it anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
tell
he's
the
if he's
Harrison
fine,
Ford.
then like if he doesn't like nothing like
If
happens.
he's able to, yeah. If he, as long as he's gonna move, he'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean he'll
Yeah, no, he
not
seems okay. He's
sink.
just very can't really feel his paws that well, and they're all dark and stained, like up to like halfway up his leg.
Seems safe enough.
Work for me. Serafina's gonna walk on through. Or not.
How did I roll a 9
How do you roll a 9? Because you're bad at rolling.
plus 7?
Damn.
So, Oku, you almost
Mhm.
don't see it as you're walking past, but there's a small little patch of ground over here
Mhm.
that doesn't have any plants growing on it. And when you look at it, it also looks like oddly smooth in this little like sort of round shape. And when you walk over to it on the wall,
Where
you
am I at?
see scratched with probably a rock, it says, I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. I don't want to leave.
Okay. So everybody's just walking through fine.
Yeah, everyone's walking through fine.
Okay.
Their armor, if they're wearing armor, metal armor on their feet, it is tarnished and stained with the black coloring. Sort of like the oil, like it would need to be like refinished, like it's losing like shine and luster is
Yeah.
lost. Same with
Standard-
leather, it becomes
Standard
dried out and
operating
shitty.
procedure.
I just bought this.
I know. We will clean that when we get back.
Another perception.
And it looks like they're. Oh.
Zarin, as you're distracted by whatever you were about to say, you don't notice the low sobbing coming from further in the cave that has started. This
The low
just sort
what?
of sobbing,
Sobbing.
this,
Okay.
this crying that's slowly coming. And as you see everyone else in your group look and sort of notice it and notice everyone else is noticing it, you too look down there and you hear as it sort of turns from this sort of like low, almost like it's trying to hold back its tears before it turns into this sort of wailing and crying coming from further down the cave.
Does like Ophelia recognize this kind of crying? Like, is this like a death, like a banshee-esque thing?
Roll a religion.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Ophelia is not sure. She's heard lots of crying. She's heard of lots of different causes of crying.
She's heard lots of crying. We'll go with that.
Yeah, she's heard lots of crying. She can't quite place this one.
Are there any markings on the walls, like scratching or like claws or things that look like they've been like picked at or anything?
Other than the ones that I just described to you, you do not see any others yet.
Okay.
In addition to this low sobbing, does Seraphina still hear the deep snoring?
Yes.
Okay.
And Ophelia and Oku, you also both hear the deep snoring now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I go ahead a little more?
Yeah, go for it.
Stay back, don't follow.
Oh. Dang it. Can't click Seraphina to make sure I can see what she sees. There we go. Oh, right. I was on the wrong tab. Yeah, so Seraphina, as you come over here, you see what appears to be a fairly narrow chasm with some wood that's been fallen across it, brought at some point that looks very like petrified almost. Just completely drained of any sort of moisture or life. And you hear like this very very clear crying coming from that direction.
Do I get any idea if it's like a child crying, a grown person or a grown being crying? Does it sound like they're in pain?
Roll an insight as you sort of try to like feel it out.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually.
So as you sort of like try and like understand this crying and feel it out, it really seems to amp up, and you actually feel this intense crushing feeling of loneliness over you, like the first time you came back and your father wasn't there.
Ouch. Thanks for that.
Yeah. And you feel this like overwhelming sort of like sadness gripping you.
Okay. Gonna step just a little further. I've been sneaking this whole time. Anyway.
You also should go ahead and roll another investigation for me as you're further up, and I'll just call for the rest of the group do it later when they catch up to you. Awesome. You don't notice it. Don't worry about it.
Bitch. Love hearing that from a DM. The petrified wood. Is it sturdy? Like, I put my foot on it. Like, is it gonna give out
Give
underneath
me
me?
give me an acrobatics as you test it. Yeah, it feels like it should be able to support you.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna cross it and
You
stop
make
right
it,
there on the other side.
and as you stop right there on the other side, you see this sort of large circular sort of room that descends downward into a pit with this gross black brackish, thick, oozy water in it with these sort of ferns growing out of it, just inhabiting the middle of this room. And you feel like whatever's crying is just out of your vision range. Friend? Is something there?
And is the crying still happening after it talks?
It seems to be stopping during the talking. Am I not alone anymore? No. Roll a stealth. Ooh. Wait, what the fuck?
24.
Did I move it? No, that's fine. I don't know where the creature went. I somehow moved it somewhere.
Did you delete
I
it?
can figure. Maybe. Here, 1 second. Can I say Control Z? Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I do that all the
I
time.
must have thought I was in the chat window.
Yep.
Does not. Okay, it doesn't have any bonuses, so it can't beat you. It can't beat your stealth. It doesn't have the ability to.
Rogue's gonna rogue!
No, I was wrong again. Still alone. And it starts like wailing and crying again.
I'm gonna sneak back to the group. Hey, so, just around the bend, there's another room that, with more water. It kind of looks like a pit. The crying and potentially the snoring. I don't know, but definitely the crying is coming from that room. And there's a creature in there, and this creature was talking about not being alone, and it thought that there was someone there, but I did my thing and it didn't see me. Yeah, there's something on that side, I guess, is what all that's to say.
Well, what did the creature look like?
I didn't see it.
Good.
Good?
Did it speak in a... What tongue did it speak in?
Was it in common?
Oh, let me think, actually. It would actually probably have been an Elven. So you would have still understood it, yeah.
No, it's spoken Elvish. Elven.
I have no idea which one's correct, to be honest.
I think it's tomato.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is part of the reason we are here. So, do you
we
want
go, mate?
to... I mean, we can try to reason with it, but whether
Maybe
or
we can
not
make a
it
friend.
is-
Do you consider it a threat? We have not even assessed it yet.
That's why I think maybe we should go talk to it, but we're discussing right now what our next plan of action is, so, like, let's nobody get, like, tippy-tappy feet and head forward.
Just because it can speak does not mean it can be reasoned with, is what I am worried about.
Oh, no, I agree with that completely, and I mean, honestly, like, there's a lot of spooky things that apparently happen here, so, like, there's a potential that it can't be reasoned with, but maybe we should at least say hi? Because, I mean, this is why we're here.
Do you think it is one of the priests?
I have no idea what it is. I didn't get a good look at it. All it said is that, friend, is there somebody there? Am I not alone anymore? And then that it was mistaken. Why are you so close to me?
Stealth forward.
We can move forward this time.
Yeah, let's roll a group stealth. Oh, whoops. I have the wrong thing selected. Stop that. There we go. Classic Zarin.
Are you
no.
fucking kidding me?
Still 11 though. Luckily, crit fails aren't real.
What do you want from me?
No, the fucking kidding me was at me, not you.
Oh, I mean, I have disadvantage, so.
I rolled a
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, she
I have a
rolled one.
question. Would you consider this to be a natural environment?
Sure.
Cool. Then I get +3 on stealth checks.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is that from?
Plant
Mandrake thing?
nature. If you read how plant nature is worded,
What does it say?
It's not.
Nature
It says
is
such as
so
forest. This is
extreme.
not a forest,
Yeah, this is
and it
not
doesn't
a
matter. You
forest.
already rolled a 20, so.
Yeah,
checks that
you
you
already got a
make
20.
checks that you make to hide in natural environments such as forests. I was just giving an example.
I would say no if it's using forest as an example. Because you're a tree and this is made from rock.
I guess my point is like this whole thing is meant for a tree race. So
So you
why
can
does that
pretend to be
potentially need
trees
to be a-
easy is the point of
Yeah.
it.
For
Alright,
being trees. Trees aren't natural here.
Yeah, plants don't there's no plants in the cave, right? None.
Other than the ones that are fucking ruining
right.
my good armor.
Yeah, other than
All
those.
right. But yeah, you guys do your stealth. What's your plan?
Where's do we hear the crying again? What direction is that in?
Yes, you hear the crying.
Closer? Do I like? Is there anything more discernible that I can tell? Like, is there?
Need everyone but Seraphina to roll an investigation. I almost forgot. Ophelia, as you're sort of flying around looking at things, you too notice one of these odd, like just very smooth, round areas over here. And when you sort of like go and inspect it further, you see a little like note stuck under a rot. And when you read it, it says, I feel so tired. I think I could sleep forever.
Hey, you guys. Creepy note.
A creepy note in the creepy cave.
Go
Oh my
figure.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Just saying that it could sleep forever, and I don't know about you guys, but like, isn't there an aura of just like lethargy?
Yes, there's an aura of lethargy all throughout the cave.
Yeah, so I'm just
You
like,
feel like if you weren't adventurers, it might have overtaken you, but since you're all trained in adventuring, that you have not been affected by it.
bunch of badass bitches up in this group. Absolutely.
We also knew that coming in. That was
Yeah.
the theme of this cave.
However, as you step forward to here, Seraphina, Zarin, looking into this room across into this pit, you see a grotesque monstrosity standing at the edge of the water on the rocks. Its arms looking thin and sharp, its eyes dead and hollow. Doo, doo, doo. And its body grotesque and misshapen.
I don't like it.
Friends, come closer. And if you guys want to do combat tonight, we can.
No.
If not, we can do that for the
God,
start of next session. It's almost 10, so I understand that's usually when we stop.
Yeah, I
Leave it on
gotta
a
be up
cli-
at
leave it on-
4.
Leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Are you going to see 6 tomorrow?
I'm going to see 6 tomorrow. So yeah, I have to be up by 4:30. I have to leave the house by 7 so that I could drive about 2 hours down to New Haven, and then take the railway over. I won't be home until like 9.